How's it going, YouTube? The Young Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new video, and today I just wanted to say about my WrestleMania 34 aftermath. I just got done watching WrestleMania 34, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to post this video until tomorrow. So anyway, guys, I'm glad to just do this tonight because I probably won't have time to do it tomorrow. But in the meantime, and as well, I want to reveal the Choose a Belt selection, the winner of the Choose a Belt selection for you guys. But in the meantime, just want to say this. First off, we'll start off with the kickoff, which is basically started with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. A lot of people were thinking it was going to be Elias, maybe, obviously, Woken Matt Hardy, or probably one of the people that won it the last time. It went down to the final three people. It was Woken Matt Hardy, Mojo Rawley, and Baron Corbin. Basically all but one of them that had not won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. When Mojo Rawley was eliminated, it was down to... Well, no, actually, Mojo Rawley and Baron Corbin were about to eliminate Matt Hardy, and all of a sudden, Bray Wyatt comes out, and Mojo Rawley gets eliminated. Then it's down to Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin hits the end of days on Bray Wyatt, but gets distracted, and then Matt Hardy throws Baron Corbin over the ring. And since Bray Wyatt wasn't part of the matchup, means that Woken Matt Hardy has won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And we haven't seen Bray Wyatt since the Ultimate Deletion. And now seeing the fact that he's probably partnering with Woken Matt Hardy. But that's my thought of it. And next match, it was the Cruiserweight Championship match. Mustafa Ali against Cedric Alexander. Great matchup. I would say about time the Cruiserweights, but yet I wish that they would have done the Cruiserweight match for the main event, not at the kickoff. That's what a lot of people say. They don't give Cruiserweights much their value since they're only doing it at the kickoff. It was a great match, and Cedric Alexander ended up winning the match. Now he's the Cruiserweight champion. He respected Mustafa Ali, at least hugging him and congratulating him for the match. Then the general manager of 205 Live awards Cedric Alexander with the Cruiserweight Championship. And that was a good match. My thoughts. But it was, to do something good for the Cruiserweights. And it was pretty cool how Mustafa Ali came out looking like Sub-Zero. Then there was the women's, or as I would say, I thought it was the Fabulous Moolahs over the top rope Memorial Battle Royal. And he had a lot of big favorites like Becky Lynch, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and all of them. Literally, it was down to where it was just like Sasha Banks and Bayley. That's what everyone thought. And Sasha Banks gets thrown over the rope. I thought everyone thinks Bayley won, but then they realized Naomi was still in the match. She went under the ropes. Then I didn't see it. And when she eliminated Bayley, I thought, wow, Naomi wins the Battle Royal. I'm like, okay. They were trying to push her on to do something good. Last year she won the Women's Championship. Pretty sure I talked about that in my last Aftermath video. And now she's won the Memorial Battle Royal, which is probably the good idea to push her career on. And so far that was much of the kickoff. Now on to the main show where it was the triple threat match. It started with a triple threat match, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus The Miz. When Seth Rollins came out, literally everyone, I seen the fact he was wearing contacts. He was wearing like bright blue eye contacts. That changes eyes blue, like bright blue. It looked pretty cool. And Miz came out with the Miztourage, but said he wanted to do it on his own. Finn Balor came out. They were literally going left and right at each other. Many times I was thinking Finn Balor, we got it with the coup de grace. But then Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere, curb stomps both of them, curb stomps The Miz, pins The Miz, and then becomes the, and now He's the third person in this year that goes Grand Slam. Besides he's the final member of the Shield to win all the titles. Now he's the Intercontinental Champion. It was a good selection because it means now that Finn Balor could probably try out to go for the Universal Championship. We'll get to that later. But now, next one, what was the next one? Oh yeah, it was the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. The undefeated streak against the title. A lot of people thought Asuka was going to win. I said when these two clashed at it, it was literally, I couldn't decide which one was going to win. Then as soon as Charlotte Flair puts on the figure 4, turns into the figure 8, it was like Asuka's in trouble. And out of nowhere, we start seeing Asuka tapping the bell rings, and all of a sudden, shocker. We just seen history. The 2.5-year undefeated streak is over. Asuka lost her first match and yet it was her first WrestleMania, and she lost. And funny, this is at this Mercedes-Benz Superdome, the place where another streak ended. So basically, this place is well known to have streak. It's known as the Streak Killer, we'll say, because 4 years ago, Undertaker lost his streak there. Now Asuka lost her streak here, but she congratulated Charlotte, and that was it. A lot of people suspected to see Carmella cash in and win the championship, but guess not. But anyway, the next match. I think, I'm trying to remember what it was now. I think it was Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. My thoughts on that one, it was pretty cool how they came out. Stephanie playing the dirty type, messing with Ronda and that. I was like waiting for Ronda to be tagged in, and when she did, oh, she literally tore Steph McMahon and Triple H up. Literally, she even fought Triple H. Like one part where she would have won the match, she got dragged out of the ring by Triple H. And yet, I thought from this match there would mostly be disqualifications, but no. Ronda got up and was like, come on, I want to fight you. As soon as they were going bare knuckle brawl, Triple H was eating left and right punches. Stephanie McMahon was trying to defend her husband, and then it was down to Stephanie and Ronda. Ronda grabs her arms, like, are you ready? It sounded like she was like, are you ready? She was like, no. Bends back, and I saw her arm bend in the wrong way, and yet she had forced to tap out. I think anything, Ronda Rousey broke her arm. But that was that match. Now, next one I think was the United States Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Rusev versus Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal. Everyone suspected Rusev to win. Rusev was going to win. I would say he was going to put on the accolade on Jinder Mahal. But thanks to one of the Singh brothers, well, now it's thanks to Singh, he got kicked, but then distracted Rusev to get hit with the Khallas, and now Jinder Mahal is the United States Champion. Talk about shocker of the year, huh? Well, that's that match. No iffy. It's funny, dude. This whole time I'm talking about these matches, I would say during the time of the women's match, the SmackDown Women's Championship match, a ref comes out when John Cena was in the fans, and he was saying about the Undertaker, was telling him that the Undertaker was there. And he was running to the back. Everyone's suspecting a match. Which now leads to this. It was now Undertaker. Now it was John Cena coming to the ring. The match was scheduled for one fall. He was waiting for that. There was a ref in the ring. But here comes another ref to tell him something else. He was about to walk out. And then the lights go out. Everyone suspected Undertaker was coming. And then, true buzzkill, it was Elias. This is like, they set it up. He's like suspecting something else. Then he was taunting John while he was in the ring, while John was going back across the barricade. But then he leaps over again, beats the crap out of Elias, AA's him, about to walk out. All of a sudden, the lights go dark again. All of a sudden, dum. The light glows up in the ring the hat and jacket, all that, right, it was like from last year. Lightning strikes it, and it disappears. All of a sudden, lights come in, flames, the theme, and Undertaker is here. All the time, I was like, yes, finally, you get to see The Undertaker versus John Cena. It's going to be a big event. And all of a sudden, they're getting ready. All of a sudden, the bell rings, and all out hell brawling loose. And that Undertaker just beating down John Cena. The one thing that threw me off, though, the match was only about max 3 minutes to 4 minutes tops. It didn't last as long as I expected. He hits John Cena with old school, but when he did like those kicks, like the high foot to the head, John Cena reacted too quickly. He put his hands up and dropped before his hands even touch Undertaker's boot. Which was like, okay, he's clearly overdone that. And he only had let's just say he only had about 5 to 10 seconds of offense by picking up and slamming Undertaker. Before he went for going for 5-knuckle shuffle, Undertaker sits up, scares John Cena, kind of like how he reacted when he fought Bray Wyatt the first time at WrestleMania 4 years ago as well. Gets choke slammed. All of a sudden, Undertaker takes off the straps, does his signature tombstone. 1, 2, 3. The match was over. Probably the quickest match that Undertaker ever fought in his career at WrestleMania. I was expecting maybe John Cena to kick out, and then maybe do an AA on Undertaker for Undertaker for it to kick out. But we didn't see that. It was a quick match. And a lot of people suspected he was coming out as American Badass, yet he didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like matches with Undertaker, but this one was a little, I tell you, it's a lot better when he lost. I tell you, it was a lot better match than I thought it would be compared to the last year. Well, I like all his matches. Don't get me wrong. Especially favoring the ones where he lost. Like last year's and, of course, the one from 4 years ago, which is in the exact same place that it was tonight. But in the meantime, it was an okay match. Not as the best one. Then there was the Hall of Fame class of 2018, all the people. I'm not going to mention all of them. I'm just not going to mention them because we already know who they are. And then there was the Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Sami and Kevin win, they're rehired match. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon come out, and they're waiting in the ring for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn comes from behind and attacks them. They literally pop up powerbomb Daniel Bryan on the apron where he feels like he injures his neck. They're about to carry him out while Shane McMahon's basically taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on his own. But just before he was about to get pinned, Daniel Bryan comes out of nowhere and saves the match. Truly he was back in the place where he was made famous. The man who went through 2 matches in the exact same place to beat Triple H, to beat Randy Orton and Batista to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship 4 years ago. And now here he is fighting with Shane McMahon and then puts the yes lock on Sami Zayn, forces him to tap out. And now Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are still fired from SmackDown Live. Now, I'm pretty sure tomorrow night, they're going to Monday Night Raw. Well, you're probably going to see this tomorrow morning on Monday. So basically, on Monday Night Raw, you're going to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because they're fired from SmackDown. But anyway, next one I assume was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Usos and New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. Bludgeon Brothers come out, literally, they tore through every single person from Usos and New Day. They didn't even get it, they barely even been touched this entire match. And then all of a sudden, they slam on everyone, and then they just drop down and pin, I think it was one of the Usos. I want to say one, I forget. But anyway, they did the finisher move on one of the tag teams, pins them 1, 2, 3 in the ring. Now the Bludgeon Brothers are now the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Next one I was going to say the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Alright, Nia Jax comes out. Here comes Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss thought she was going to play smart having someone as a backup. But yeah, with Nia Jax, there was nothing she could have done. She dropped, yet Mickie James got destroyed before the match even began. And yet Nia was waiting for this moment to do this to Alexa. And also it was a one-person match. I mean, of course, Alexa Bliss put a few hits on her, yet got close, but yet Nia Jax came on top and literally destroyed her. Got on top rope, like in the corner, to the top rope and did a Samoa drop right on her. Basically squashed her. And then 1, 2, 3, Nia Jax is now women's champion. And then we go to the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It was the dream match. These two have been fighting at each other since probably when they were in Japan, fighting for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. And here they are now fighting at WrestleMania for the WWE title. And it was a left and right match, where yet Shinsuke Nakamura could have won. And yet AJ Styles could have done it many times. Where he hits phenomenal form and yet Shinsuke kicks out. But at the time Shinsuke was going for the King Shatsa, AJ Styles gets out of the way, reverses it into the Styles Clash and pins him 1, 2, 3 and retains the title. And yet AJ Styles was giving respect to Shinsuke Nakamura. In the exact same back. He gets to the referee. Shinsuke grabs the title and was going to award it to AJ in respect. But as soon as he did it, he was on his knees. He cocks back and blows him. And literally, he was like, oh my God, shocker of the year. He like turned on AJ Styles and literally beat him senseless. People are wondering what the hell. And then the Raw Tag. Now I want to say, I mean, these are good matches, I'm saying. Some of them a little iffy, but next one is Braun Strowman. Well, it was the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Bar versus Braun Strowman and the partner of his choice. Braun Strowman comes out. First it was the Bar coming out on a Mardi Gras parade float. They get to the ring. Braun Strowman comes out, scares the people on the float, and throws the float off the stage. And they announced the announcer announces their names and all that. Braun Strowman grabs the mic and says that his tag team partner ain't in anyone in the locker room. In fact, he chooses one of the 78,000 people at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. He goes through the fans and actually picks one person. It was a fan. It was a person named Nicholas. And it was a kid. Yes. Braun Strowman's tag team partner was a kid. And you're probably going to see him on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Or as of this recording, on Monday Night Raw tonight. Well, anyway, you're going to see him on Monday Night Raw. Probably. Because Braun Strowman did most of the job. So he tagged Nicholas in for a second before Nicholas tagged him back in for, gimmick's sake. And then Braun Strowman hits him with the power slam. 1, 2, 3. And they even announced it. The winner of the match and new Raw Tag Team Champions, Braun Strowman and Nicholas. So this kid probably lived out everybody's wrestling fan's dream. To be at WrestleMania fighting for a title. Yet to even have a shot at the ring. To hold the belt. The kid was holding the championship and was walking out with Braun Strowman with the tag title. That was an awe-inspiring moment. And now we go to the main event, the finale. The Universal Championship match, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. The rematch of WrestleMania 31. I was suspecting Roman to win because Brock Lesnar held the title for over a year now, since last year's WrestleMania. I was suspecting it. And yet it was I would say, he came close many times. He was literally beating Brock Lesnar until Brock Lesnar, simple fact, kept giving him like 7 to 8 suplexes. And then he was hitting 1 F5. 1, 2. Roman kicks out. We're like, okay. kicks him up again. Well, first off, before that, I want to rewind back. He was thrown outside, and then Roman spears Brock Lesnar over a table, and he throws him back in the ring, spears him again, and then again. 1, 2, and he kicks out. But then Brock Lesnar starts to go, he's going for Superman punches, but then Brock Lesnar gets him up, F5, he kicks out at 2. So he picks him up again, F5, kicks out at 2. He's wondering what he's got to do. Goes for a third one, a third F5. 1, 2, kicks out again. I thought he was done. And literally, you hear it on the TV since it was, I'm pretty sure how WWE did. They do like they do on the news. It says it's live, but they have a 5-second delay. So they have time to censor him out. Because you clearly read his lips. He was like, he literally dropped the F-bomb in the ring. He was like, because he just took 3 F5s and kicked out of every single one of them. He was going for a 4th F5 outside of the ring. He took him and F5'd him outside of the ring. And he broke through the table. Threw him back in. F5'd him again. This is 5 F5s. 5 F5s. The most F5s that anyone has ever taken. 1, 2, and he kicks out. I'm just like, Jesus. And then Brock Lesnar's like, okay. He takes the gloves off, and then this time he means he's getting serious. And he just starts throwing elbows. Like, really? You took the gloves off and you're not even going to use your hands, you're going to use your elbows? But he busts Roman Reigns open. And yeah, when he busted him open, he busted him open. He was squirting out blood. He might have taken some aspirin, because you're never supposed to take aspirin if you're going to get cut, because that just makes your blood thinner, and then it makes you leak out, basically squirters, they call them. He was squirting blood. Ref cuts on the gloves. All of a sudden, he was going to go for another F5. Roman Reigns gets out of it and spears him again and again. But yet still, Brock Lesnar kicked out. He was going to go for one more. That probably put Brock down, but Brock puts him up. The 6th F5. 1, 2, 3. So, shocker, Brock Lesnar is still Universal Champion. And I would say that I liked the match, but didn't like how it turned out. I would have thought at least give Roman the title, put Brock Lesnar back in UFC where he probably belongs, because he seems too powerful in WWE. Like, he's going to hold on to WWE's going to make him hold on to the titles whenever he wants, because they still want him. They don't want to give him up. Which is stupid. But anyway, guys, that's my idea for WrestleMania. I want to say this WrestleMania is not as good as the last year's WrestleMania, but still, it's still fine. But the Undertaker match, not comparable to last year's. I would say last year's WrestleMania for Undertaker was a lot better. But anyway, guys, that's it for my idea of a WrestleMania. But now, time for the moment you all been waiting for. I said in this video, I was going to reveal the winner of the Choose a Belt selection for you guys, or what belt you guys want me to make. And I've finally going through all of it. We had 5 choices. It went down to 3. And now we only have 1. And the winner of the Choose a Belt selection, the Choose a Belt choice is... That's right, guys. The WWE Undisputed Championship belt. This is going to be the belt that I'll be making next. Don't suspect to see it anytime soon, though, because don't have materials to make it right now. But, guys, expect this soon. But I also might want to say, if you guys want to see a particular version, like if you guys want to see the version 1, which is this one which is basically I could make it to the WWF one before it went to WWE. You guys want to see version 2 where it has the black outline? Do you guys want to see version 3, 4, 5? Well, depending on this, guys, if you're in the comments below, what type of version you want to see, or if you just want to see one just like this. So, leave in the comments below. if you guys want to see a particular version. You want to see the one with the black outline, you say version 2 to version 4 or 5. But if you don't want to see a black outline, you just want to see like this, just say version 1. But guys, I'm making the Undisputed next. In the meantime, guys, well, that is it for me. So, don't forget. Hey, what do you know? I made it over 25 minutes. So, anyway, guys, that is it for me. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And as well, leave your comments below what you guys think of the video. And also, if you haven't seen my videos, check them out. It's the Tombstone Belts. See you guys in the next video.